you don't want them super bright, because you need the texture in there. Turn that down there. Make them a little bit fatter. Turn opacity down. Let's turn this back to 1 now and see how that looks. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and try seeing how this looks. We'll add a glow to it now. Go to Effects, Stylize, Glow, and set it to alpha channel. Set the bottom one to the red this time. Just seems to look better for some reason on this. Maybe the dark red. Just play with your colors there until you find one that kind of looks right. This one should be the orangey yellow. You're just, like I said, just play with it until you get kind of a cool look. Okay, now go ahead and mess with your, make sure your glow colors are set to A and B colors. And then just play with it. Try to get your radius, turn your radius down, and then slowly go up just until a glow. You see a little bit of a glow on the outside of your particle stream. No bigger than your eye, though. No bigger than the eye, because then it won't look right. Okay. Then turn your glow intensity down a little bit, and just you just got to really tweak these settings just until you get a good look. And then, of course, as you play with these, change your color phase maybe a little bit. It gives you kind of a different look. Change your midpoints of it, up and down, just to see. This one brings a little bit more orange in. It's not too bad. Go back and play with your blur a tad. You might like that kind of look better. And when you do that, you'll have to play with your size a little bit, because you may like the bigger size, the thicker size. You may like a thin stream. And if you go with that kind of stream, then you'll want to go back, of course, and play with the glow settings. See if you can get a better glow out of it. Add more glow. So you turn this up. And then play with your color phase. And of course your midpoints. Go the opposite direction. There's so many different ways to do this. It's just probably leave the glow radius where it is. Just try to get everything else right. Then more on the glow, of course. Bring this back up. Here. Down. There we go. Alright, maybe we have to add some opacity. Just make them thicker. Take some, a little bit more opacity. Then go back. So it's basically one of those things you just have to keep going back and forth and try to find out what's going to work for the look that you want. There's just so many ways to do it. It's just, there's no way I can go through all of them. It's just one of those things you got to hand tweak and just keep going back, just like I'm doing. Just keep going back and forth until you find just what you're looking for. Midpoint, turn that this way. Then, you got your particle. Okay, and then we can go back to our pre-comp. Let me make this thicker. Just make it thick look there. Just try changing the colors of the particles too. Don't be afraid to tweak any of these things, because there's no one setting. There's no way you can make one setting for this. Sometimes even a simple black and white for the particles itself will work. See, that kind of looks cool just the way it is. That's a gray and black, kind of just like on the trapcode tutorial. You choose a gray and black type particle, and then use your glow as the glow to give you your colors. That's not such a bad idea. that. Turn the glow up and get our colors from that. I mean, it looks pretty close to, you know, what we were getting in trapcode. Like that. Oh, there we go. Let's kind of look. Let's go for that extra glow there. I get really picky about doing this. As you can see, I always go for that certain look. I see one look and then I'll just say, ooh, that look kind of cool. Let me do that, and kind of don't like that kind of look. Okay, now that we kind of changed the particles, let's go ahead and try changing the colors to the other way, because you know that doesn't hurt either. Depending on, you know, what you do, it may get the look that the other reversing the colors will work just as good. Kind of like this look better. Let's try to bring up the yellows, a little bit more yellow into it. Alright. There. Yeah, I play with everything until I don't care how long it takes. I'll just keep scrolling with it until, you know, I get at the look. We'll start off, reset that one. Alright, let's try to bring that up and then the glow down now. I can never get it just the way I want it, you know, I'm real picky. Set it to 100. That's looks a little bit better. Or what I was going for. I just don't like that redness in there. A little cooler. Mess with the blur. Still don't like that look I'm getting in there. That's better. Just wanted to get rid of that look. There we go. That's definitely more like what I was looking for. Okay, so you know that should do just pretty good. I'm kind of happy with the way that looks. And of course, you know, the camera, you can rotate the camera the same way and it works just the same. Okay, now if you get to the point to where your particles ain't shooting out enough, you can either turn up the velocity or you can use the extra setting and it kind of spreads the particles out like that. So, you know, you can make them longer a little bit quicker. Like that. And then, you know, kind of looks cool this direction like this. Okay, and then of course you're gonna, when you go back to your main layer here, you're gonna have your displacement that's set for Heatvision, the Heatvision layer, and you have both channels set, displacement set to luminance, and just play with your displacement setting until you get, you know, kind of a look that's affecting the image, to give that vapor look to it. Oh yeah, that looks really good actually. Got a nice vapor going in here. The trail looks kind of fiery. You know, that looks really good. Alright, now let's go back and do one more thing. I think, yeah, that's perfect. I'm just going to leave it like that. That doesn't look bad at all. Let's try adding blur and a channel blur to it. And we're going to only turn up the alpha blurriness channel, just to add like a little outside to particles. Just an outside blur, so it sort of has like an extra glow to it. Let's go with a 5. 6 seems to be fine, but 5's better. This way it just has that little extra like holder, maybe even a 4, a little smaller. There we go. I just like having it, and don't be afraid to try to bring it before the glow. See if that helps. That may even work better. Yeah, that works good. That works good. It kind of helps to